Mr. Coveney said Dublin is putting down the market by placing a tough ultimatum on Brexit negotiations if a solution is not met by the deadline. While signalling his intention to thwart the UK's withdrawal treaty, the Irishman didn't put the task out of the reach of the UK. Mr. Coveney said he expected significant progress rather than the Irish border issue being completely resolved. Speaking from the European Council meeting for foreign ministers, he said, "We are putting down a marker which says that if there isn't significant progress towards trying to find a wording that puts in place an operational backstop in the withdrawal treaty, well then we'll have to ask some serious questions as to whether it's possible to do it by October." Getty Brexit News, Ireland willing to block Brexit unless border deal is complete. The UK's decision on Brexit has caused the problem and the UK will have to help solve it. Donald Tusk. The backstop agreement was put in place to prevent a hard border emerging on the island of Ireland, which could see Northern Ireland aligned to much of the EU's rules and regulations as a result. Mr. Coveney affirmed the European Commission's chief Brexit negotiator Michael Barnier has been very clear, and I have too. There will be no withdrawal agreement if there isn't a backstop relating to the Irish border and the political commitments in December. He added, the British government is committed to doing that. If that isn't in the withdrawal agreement, then there will be no withdrawal agreement, and if there is no withdrawal agreement, there will be no transitional agreement. Speaking to journalists outside the meeting, he said failing to complete the backstop agreement puts everything at risk. European Council President Donald Tusk added extra weight behind Ireland's demand for clarity in Strasbourg on Wednesday. He told MEPs, the UK's decision on Brexit has caused the problem and the UK will have to help solve it. Without a solution, there will be no withdrawal agreement and no transition. The former Polish Prime Minister said the Council will once again assess the state of the negotiations in June, but hopes the positive momentum will enable both sides to hammer out an agreement. In the background, negotiations are moving on with Theresa May's EU Sherpa Ollie Robbins to meet Michael Barnier's deputy Sabine Yand in Brussels. The pair were scheduled to meet last week, however, this was delayed because of lack of progress on the Irish border issue. It will be the first time trade is discussed between the EU and UK at a senior level, potentially providing landmark progress for Brexit negotiations.
Thanks you for watching. Please subscribe News 2U channel. Goodbye and see you again.